Now then, welcome back to another episode from the Hypermine Vanilla 1.9.4 server. How are you doing? Welcome back. I've done a little bit more work over here recently, just a little bit more work, sorting out some stuff for the Parthenon. Let me go this way around actually. I think there's a slightly better view from this side as you're coming in. Let's come out here. Go through the marketplace. We could see it from this angle. Looks pretty good. I like the angle of it. It needs a bit more detail around it. Lots of detail around it, in fact. But still, it looks good. And then from this side, we've started to get this approach sorted out. Now, that building may need to go. That building may need to be moved in slightly. It is part of this building in a way. So I could just make this building smaller. 8 the marketplace has a back door. 8 the marketplace has a front door. So it doesn't necessarily need all of this on the back end here. I can make it just cut itself off at the end there. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will get rid of that. Just for the sake of making this entrance much, much better. Now, I propose to have a load of ornate things going on up there inside the first piece there. Ornate bits and pieces all over the place. I like the glowstone as it is for the ornateness of that. And inside the Hall of Patrons itself, look at this. Yes, I like. And I do have a bit of space here where I can sort of build straight across and maybe wood beam across or something, just to fill out this area so that the above area can have more detail work done in, like a few layers of detail work, and maybe a little bit of ornate on the outside. But what I wanted to check out was, do I want quartz? Do I want quartz? Do I or don't I want to use quartz blocks? So there's methods to my madness. Here we go, pillars. I'm going to do a couple of pillars just to see how a quartz pillar would be better than a sandstone pillar, if at all. I'm not keen on the idea of replacing it all because, well, it's going to be very costly, and I'm going to have to go into the Nether and spend ages trying to find quartz that everybody else may already have. But it does kind of work, doesn't it? Oh, dang it. Does kind of work. And even though I've got a lot of sandstone ornate blocks, well, technically I've only got one ornate sandstone block. I've got stairs and half slabs, and I've got the smooth sandstone as well available to me. That's not a lot of options, whereas a big white building on top of a sandstone base may be the best look for that thing. And it'll also go well with the colour of the wood, I should think, as well. Yeah. I think I'm going to end up going into the Nether for a great big adventure. Well, we say adventure. We'd like to think it was an adventure. Yeah, that works. But in fact, it's just going to be a mind-numbing death run. I'm just going to be careful in the Nether, getting as much quartz as I possibly can to try and build this massive structure out of quartz. But we'll get away with it. I'm going to have to do it. So I'm going to go and do it at some point. But for this episode, there is something that I would like to do for a fellow server member. In fact, the server admin, Lapis Lori, she is currently working on a project on her Twitch streams, and I would like to help her out. If I can find my horse, I will. Where's my horse? Where's my horse? There it is. Haha. Here we go. I need to get some more horses, I think, because I need like a stables and a corral and horses and stuff. I'd love it if they brought camels into the game. I believe the snapshots are bringing polar bears in, but that is not going to help me at all, is it? It's not going to help me out, having polar bears in my desert. No. So, having camels. Please, Mojang, can I have a camel, please, for deserts? Camels in deserts. Isn't that a good idea? Surely that's a great idea. Wouldn't you love to see camels? They've got horses. How hard could a camel be that does exactly the same thing as a horse? the same requirements as a horse and all that kind of stuff. Because horses don't necessarily drink water, do they? So you don't have to feed your horses, you don't have to give them water. So where's the problem in letting camels have exactly the same mechanics, just a different model? Wouldn't that be awesome? They could add new mechanics, they could add a better model, they could do different things, but you could still just work them the same as a horse, surely. And world loading. Wah! That's scary. When you stand over a world hole glitch like that, that's scary. But I do like to have a little look to see what's going on around the place. Oh man, what is going on? Hey, load in. Awesome. Well done, Minecraft 1.9.4. Well done with your rendering skills. Got to appreciate that you are now a, what is it, 7-year-old game? Like 4-year-old game? Whatever, 5 maybe. Oh man, this horse does not want to jump. Okay, and do I get out of here now? I don't know. Let's try this way. There we go. You can stay safe there. Jan's getting on well with her video project as well, look. I changed this around, I flattened it out. I made a large square area for kind of like a courtyard deal, to have a great big courtyard so that other people on the server could take over the plots around. So like there's another plot over here, which is quite large. I've surrounded it by this sand and sandy stone, the red sandy stone, and I surrounded Jan's plot further than she's currently planning on using with this as well, to keep it all squared up and nice and neat, so that somebody else could come along and do some project work in the desert as well. This kind of early area. I'm going to maybe spoil an episode. I don't know. I don't know if I'm spoiling any episode for her. You go and check out jan.com. You can find the link through the Reddit in the description and all that kind of stuff. But she's bringing her own version of a trading post over here, and it's looking quite cool. I like. But today may be about other server members, but it's about the females who are on the server. Not necessarily all about the females as such, but quite a lot of it is about the females on the server and what they're up to. So there's Jan.com stuff that she's doing on her video. That was all the sand out of there. And now we're going to go over to Lapis's place, where she mostly streams her episodal side of things. She mostly streams virtually every day. It's like coffee time with Lapis almost every morning. In my time zone, as it were, it's coffee afternoon with Lapis, because when it's my afternoon, it's her morning. And she has a little play, and she does some building work on stream, on her Twitch stream, which again you can find through the link in the. I don't really want to flog their channels, but I do want to promote. So go and check in the description. Go and have a look at the Reddit page, and you will see the names of people who I'm on the server with, and I wish to help out and promote. And promote myself, of course, and I like to think that they are promoting me just as much as I'm promoting them. So what goes around comes around. It's part of a community thing. We all want to be successful on YouTube. We all want to have some fun while we're trying to make videos and potentially make some money out of YouTube, or Twitch, or Patreon donations and all that kind of stuff. Which, speaking of Patreon donations, I recently started up a Patreon page. Did you know? That's why I'm building that Patreon monument, so that I can put my Patreons in there. So links are all in the description for all that kind of stuff, and I hope you don't mind me flogging it to you, or selling it to you, or trying to push it on you over and over again in videos. It's one of those days today. One of those days where either I've got to come into the nether and start collecting quartz to finish my building project, and that could take me a very long time. And then I'll have no chance to record the episode. Or I do a little favour for a couple of friends, well, at least Lapis, do a favour for Lapis and take her this delivery of sand. Now, hopefully she's got an ender chest when I get over there. Hopefully, because I've seen what she's doing on her Twitch live stream, and one of the projects she's working on at the minute is a build called Vedis. Now, when we first started the server, when we first were planning to restart the vanilla server and go into 1.9 with a fresh start, new server and all that kind of stuff, the map reset happened. And we were discussing what we would like to build as like a community theme. And what came from that was like a little Venice, a spawn town on water. And we kind of lost that sort of weeks into the start of the server. Not everybody was on the same page, I think. I was expecting Venice, so I built a lighthouse that I thought would be a good addition to Venice. And then the rest of the place kind of started being built up as well. And it doesn't really look like Venice. I mean, this town hall was supposed to be a great big part of the initial project planning. And Albanaka has done a wonderful job creating this place to house the portal. I don't particularly like that the portal's in here. I don't see that as a great place for it, but it's kind of a Hypermine tradition that the portal is in the town hall. Whereas I would have much preferred the portal to have been in the main railway station that Basket MC is sorting out. Having that then so that you can literally jump out of a portal in the nether, jump into a cart and head off to any destination in the world. But Basket MC has got lots and lots of work ahead of him. He's doing lots and lots of things to get busy with making that Minecraft railway station fully automated and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there's not been a lot of progress over there. Well, there's been a lot of progress digging diggy holes and setting up redstone for stuff and things. Let's have a quick sleep in my bed before we wander out to this project. I've got to... Actually, I don't have to walk. I've got old bones. Old bones can help me. Squatters, get out of the way. Still got squatters. Wow, see that? As soon as I opened the gate, he was like, I'm in. I'm in. Somebody let me in. Awesome. No, squatters. Squatters. Man, squatters. Alright, let's make it day. Let's get off on old bones. We'll leave the squatters here. Squatters. Yeah. And... Hey. I love old bones. Old bones is super fast. He's a great jumper. And he's quite, well, easy to groom. He's easy to groom because he's got no fur. Well, no horsehair, should I say fur. I don't know about fur. Horsehair. Oh, man. Chunks, loading. Minecraft, come on, catch up with me. Yeah. So, what was I saying before? I got stuck in trees. Something, yeah, portal and all that. Yeah, Little Venice. I think Lapis is calling it Venice. I don't think Lapis is calling it Little Venice, but obviously it is a little bit of Venice. It's not necessarily all Venice, is it? So she's building her own city project, basically. And one of the things I've noticed while she was doing the stream was that she needed sand. And she was going to go and destroy a desert in order to find the sand and claim it all. But I've been destroying a desert for weeks. I've been destroying a desert so much that I figured, well, I may as well just bring her some of the sand that I've already collected and save her some time so that she can entertain me in the afternoons while I'm watching her streams by physically making the town instead. I think I'm going in the right direction. Oh, man, horse travel and glitchy world. Oh, man, what did I just bump into? Hang on, let me just get there. Okay, we're kind of arriving. We're arriving in the right place. This is Little Venice by Lapis. And so you may have seen or may not have seen her streams with this wonderful, wonderful build that she's got going on over here. And in her last stream, she had basically set up all of this beautiful area here that she wanted to fill in with sand on that level to make it a nice clean looking place. But of course she didn't have the sand, so I've decided to bring her a load of sand. Hopefully I can do that. She's got some brown stained clay. She's got some chests over there and an ender chest over there. You just stay put, please. Don't wander off. I'll be back for you. Right. I was going to kind of like start filling it all in for her, but even though this is the level that I think she wanted, I'm not 100% sure that I'll be doing things right if I just start filling in this level. But she did start getting rid of all of the stuff that's not on this level. There's a lot of filling in to do down here as well. Look at this. That's a deep place, isn't it? That's deep. That's so deep. And then how would it go over here as well? I mean, she's got this little section here under the bridge. And it's quite a nice big bridge, isn't it? It's quite a nice big bridge. But I don't know how she would want this filling in with sand. Whether she wants the whole thing filling in or whether she just wants it to look tidy. Scotty, hey, how you doing? Also on the Hypermine Reddit page, making videos. Don't forget to check him out. Ah, yes, there you go. Just threw another one in this episode just because that's what we're doing today. But look at the cool different build styles that she's got. She's got the same similar build style, but she's throwing different materials in and different builds in and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. He can go and use the gold farm. It does mean a little bit of lag on the server, but that's okay. It also means that the mob cap gets reached very quickly, which I like as well, because then even if it does get dark, there's not so many mobs around. Okay, so what have we got? Have we got some wood here to make a chest, or have we already got something to make a chest? Well, she does have a fair amount of smooth sandstone in there. Oh, there was some chests. I just saw some chests. Where did I see the chests? There, 2 chests. Okay, let's just throw that on the floor. Let's drop a couple of chests there, and let's start filling them up. So what she needs to do now is decide where she wants to put it. I mean, all of this around here, obviously this is the flat level that she wants to keep because she got rid of all of the top layer of this, ready to replace it with sand. But I don't know exactly how she wants to do the deeper sections, and whether she wants a deeper section running through, or whether she wants it all just like a nice little flat area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump all the sand in here, and then I don't know. I really want to help her out, but I don't want to help her out just by leaving all the sand here. I don't want to just drop off a load of sand and say, there you go, Lapis, thank you very much. There you go. And I want to kind of lay it for her as well, so that she doesn't have to mess around on stream doing it. I want to come along and I want to do all this for her. But if I do all this and then it's wrong, she's only got to replace it all again, hasn't she? She's only got to take it all up and change it again. That's a problem. I should really ask her, but I wanted to keep it kind of like a surprise. Not necessarily a prank surprise. More of a helpful surprise, just so that when she starts streaming tomorrow in her coffee morning, I get to see her reaction live on Twitch. And, well, tomorrow morning, I guess that would be earlier today, because I'm recording the episode the night before. But there is a double chest there of sand for her anyway. And I suppose I've waffled on for long enough this episode. I should probably call it quits here today. Present from Nemsun. There you go, Lapis. Now, I'm debating now whether to start filling anything in for her, or going back and getting another full inventory load. I may go back and get another full inventory load. She's got plenty of things over here for chests and the like. Yeah, she's got all sorts of bits and pieces. There's another couple of chests in there, so I don't even need to make some chests. I can just throw a couple more chests there and bring another load of sand. It is a full inventory and a full inventory. Full. And that should make a double chest of sand. Yeah, full. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Alright, well, that is all from today's episode. I will just have this beautiful scenery in my background while I'm saying thank you very, very much for watching another episode on the Hypermine Vanilla 1.9 server. I think I've got a lot of quartz collecting to do between now and next episode. Next episode should be on Monday, so that gives me a good long time, a good few days of jumping on, grabbing some quartz, emptying my inventory out, logging out, doing something else, jumping on, getting some inventory filled, and so on and so on and so on. But that is it for today. So hopefully I will see you in the next episode with a ton of quartz. I will be the Quartz King by the time you see me next. And leave down in your comments down below about this beautiful build over here, because I do have some plans. I do have some plans for builds in a similar style to add to Little Venice when the time comes. I believe that there's some areas, like basically the areas you can see from this island are for Lapis to build. And then there's some areas out behind that way, and there's some areas out behind that way, and I think she's building something major over that way. So areas behind there and areas behind there are areas that I may end up doing some of these cool builds in. Just to take a break from the desert builds for a little while. But anyway, thank you very much for watching another episode of Hypermine Vanilla 1.9.4. I will see you in the next on Monday. Thank you, and goodbye.